I never thought I would outlive my own son. Parents aren't supposed to bury their children, but life has its own cruel plans. My son, Daniel, was my pride. Smart, kind, and hardworking. He was married to Clara, a woman I never truly got along with. She was charming in public, but behind closed doors, her eyes held a kind of coldness that always made me uneasy. When Daniel suddenly passed away in a car accident, my world shattered. He left behind his grieving daughter, Lily, my sweet granddaughter, and his wife, Clara. I thought, at the very least, we would grieve together as a family. But instead, I was pushed aside. 3 days after the funeral, I was packing away some of Daniel's things in his study. I wanted to keep a few personal items, his old watch, his college trophy, even the sweater he always wore during winter. That's when Clara stormed in. Her voice was sharp. "What are you doing here? This isn't your house. You need to leave." Today, I stared at her in disbelief. "Clara, this is my son's home. My granddaughter lives here. I just lost him." But she cut me off, her arms crossed. "Exactly. He's gone. Which means this is my house now, not yours. I don't want you here. You're nothing but dead weight." Her words stung deeper than any wound. I wanted to fight back. But when Lily walked in and saw her mother glaring at me, I stayed silent. I didn't want my granddaughter to witness a shouting match. I left that evening with just a suitcase in hand. Homeless, alone, grieving. A week later, I received a call from Daniel's lawyer. There would be a will reading at his office, and I was required to attend. I didn't have much hope. I assumed Daniel left everything to Clara and Lily, which made sense. He loved them. What place would there be for an old man like me in his plans? When I entered the office, Clara was already there, dressed in black but with her lips painted bright red, as though the funeral had already faded from her mind. She barely looked at me. The lawyer, Mr. Jennings, began reading. "I, Daniel Harris, being of sound mind, leave my assets and possessions as follows." At first, it was what I expected. Clara would inherit the house and joint savings account. Lily's education fund was secured. Clara smirked, clearly satisfied. But then Mr. Jennings paused, cleared his throat, and continued. "To my father, Richard Harris, I leave my company shares, my personal investments, and control over my trust fund until Lily reaches adulthood. I trust my father to look after what I built and to protect my daughter's future." The room went silent. Clara's face turned pale.